Is there a housing market crash in 2022? Let's find out in this video. I'm so in love with you. I want to send out several congratulations at the beginning. If you just bought a house and you really need the house, you need to live in the house for several years, then congratulations. Finally, you bought a house and settled down. It's a great news. Some people say the housing price is sky high. But if you really need a house to live in, it doesn't matter. If you are hungry, you wouldn't just pass by McDonald's just because McDonald's burgers are pricier than before, would you? Same thing for the housing. If you really need a house, no matter how high the price is, you need to buy one. So if you bought a house, congratulations on your new purchase, and I wish you have a beautiful life with your family in the new house. If you recently bought a rental property, congratulations as well. A rental property is not a short-term investment. Usually, once you invest in a rental property, you have to hold it for several years, 10 years, 20 years, or even forever. Because the main purpose of a rental property is to generate monthly revenues for yourself or for your retirement. So no matter how high the price is, if you recently bought a rental property, congratulations as well. I wish you have a successful investment on your rental property. I really wish I could send out congratulations to those house flippers, but I'm sorry I can't. Because the housing price is already sky high. If you want to buy a house and then take profits in just 1 or 2 years, that's almost impossible. Don't forget, every time when you sell a house, you need to pay for the cost. Usually, that will be 10% of your sales price. Let's say you just sell a $500,000 house, and you need to pay $50,000 for the fees, taxes, commissions, and so on. According to several sources, the housing price will keep going up, but it will not be at the rate as we saw in 2020 and 2021. So it will be very difficult for the house flippers to get a quick profit in just 1 or 2 years. I'm sorry, house flippers. Many people say we had the housing price rally in 2020 and 2021 because the millennials need more housing. I'm thinking, do not blame the millennials. Blame the flippers, please. Zillow was one of them, one of the major house flippers. Open Door is another one that is currently going on, and tons of individual house flippers. The millennials were buying houses during the pandemic, but they were not the major forces that pushed up the housing prices. Why? Because most of the millennials wanted to buy houses for themselves and their families. If the millennials were the major forces that push up the housing prices, the price increase should stop if the prices exceeded the millennials' budget. But the price increase didn't stop. That means other forces, some people with deep pockets, lot of money, are keep buying houses. Those people's purposes are not living in the house. They want to buy the house, invest in it, or even speculate in the housing market. So that's why I think the house flippers are the major forces that pushed up the housing price in the US. What about 2022? Will we have a housing crash in the US in 2022? Short answer, no. Long answer, we will have a market correction for sure. Because we have squeezed out several first-time home buyers, millennial home buyers, so the demand for starter houses is still very strong. I believe the starter home value will keep appreciating in 2022. But the luxury homes will adjust their values to the normalcy. During the pandemic, people need larger houses, more luxury houses. So most of the appreciation was given to the luxury homes. When the pandemic is getting better, more businesses open their doors. Many people will return to their offices. So they don't need as much space as before in their homes. Luxury homes will adjust their values to the normalcy as before. Very interesting. Toll Brothers, a luxury home builder, just reported its fourth quarter of 2021 earnings. Let's take a look at those earning data so that we can have a sneak peek of what will happen in luxury home markets in 2022. Toll Brothers had a nice beat on its top and bottom line in the fourth quarter. So some people say, since it's a report for the fourth quarter, that implies the good momentum will continue into 2022. The market for luxury homes will be good in 2022, right? But if you analyze the earning report of this company, fourth quarter actually represents data for August, September, and October. During those months, the US housing markets were very hot. And in the stock market, investors usually look at the future. So that's why after this company reports a good earning report for the fourth quarter, you see in the after-hour trading, the stock price actually had a significant spike. But right after the spike, the stock prices dropped significantly. And during the after-hour trading, as you can see, the stock price is very volatile. What does this mean? To me, stock prices and housing prices are all reflections of investors' psychology. When the stock price is volatile after a very nice earning report, that means the investors of Toll Brothers are not very certain about the future in the next year. Obviously, investors of Toll Brothers have more information about the company's future than us. So when they are not very certain about the future, this signals something to home buyers, especially in the luxury home market.